Hey everyone, it's Emerald Lou. Thank you for clicking on my video today. Just as a reminder, everything said on this channel is simply my opinion and how I see things from my viewpoint. If you do not agree, that is okay. We can always discuss in the comments section our differences. So let's go ahead and get into this video and I hope you enjoy it. What's up, guys? Welcome to Emerald Lou's channel here on YouTube. Everyone who watched my episode 1 review of Put a Ring on It, we are now on episode 4. I haven't reviewed episode 2 and 3 just yet. I'm not gonna lie, I've been trying to figure out how to make this channel pop, how to get viewers, subscribers, and whatnot. And I've been a little bit of a backtracker. But I watched episode 4 yesterday, which was Sunday, and today's Monday. My daughter's in my room, and she's on the iPad, and she's a little warm. She's not feeling too good, in my opinion. So I'm not in my room. I'm in another room in the house. And I don't want to have the sound of YouTube kids in the background messing up the video. Season 1, episode 4. This is the episode where we get to see the new couple come in. The new couple is Tamika and Vince. So this episode starts off with the continuation of Dr. Nicole at Hollywood and Ashley's home. Now, the thing about the Ashley and Hollywood situation, she wrote down a few things this episode that stood out to me. Number 1, she said, I think it was in episode 2 or 3, so correct me if I'm wrong, but she said something along the lines of, Hollywood hurt me once, if he hurts me again, that's it. She also said her dad will never be able to walk her down the aisle. And she also informed us that her and Hollywood have been together for 9 years. 5 years into their relationship is when he proposed. We all know he took back the proposal, and basically she's saying she had to wait 2 years until she was ready, which was 7 years. So in year 7 is when he was like, okay, I'm ready to get married. But from year 7 to year 9 is where she's kind of like, well, I'm not ready and I don't want to get married. And what Ashley is saying is that, well, I know you're ready, but I'm not. And just as much as I had to wait for you to be ready, now you gotta wait for me to be ready. Hollywood doesn't like that. He's saying, I've been waiting, yada, yada, yada. They come to a conclusion in the car where he basically says, all right, we'll do what it do. We'll do this relationship. I won't bother you. You just let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna relax. When you're ready, you let me know and we can continue on with this relationship as it is. I'm not gonna ask you about getting married no more. I'm not gonna keep telling you I'm ready. I'm not gonna keep telling you it's a go. Whenever you're ready, you let me know. Basically, Dr. Nicole was able to tell Ashley, well, is it because you haven't forgiven yourself for staying? And she says, you know what, yeah, I haven't really forgiven myself for staying. Hollywood is really impatient. Men don't have the same amount of patience that us women have. Men don't like to wait that much. So for us women, because I'm just gonna say we're kind of foolish. So we allow men to waste our time. We allow men to play with us, but men don't have time for that. And that's what we're seeing with Hollywood. He doesn't have time to waste with this whole situation. It's either we're gonna keep married or we're not. And he's losing his patience waiting on Ashley. And the thing about him is he's very dismissive. So he's very much so like, well, you know, we could end this and just be friends because I'm tired of waiting. And that attitude, I can understand her saying she doesn't feel safe and she doesn't feel secure, because if your man is always like, well, you know what, if you let me know if you don't want to do this because I'm out, I'm okay. And he keeps saying I'm about that life. Sir. So Vince goes on a date with Miss Jazzy. Jazzy gives me Taraji P. Henson vibes. But something about her resembles Taraji P. Henson to me. So I don't know. I just feel like she gives me Taraji P. Henson resemblance vibes. So Vince and Jazzy are on a date, and their conversation is cool or whatever. And they're having a nice conversation and they're smiling. They look comfortable with each other and it's cool. Now, Vince asks Jazzy if the way that Tamika acted doesn't show that she cares about him. And Jazzy says straight up, I mean, it does, but I wouldn't leave that door open and test my relationship like that because, stuff could happen. And I totally understand that, and I appreciate her being honest and not acting like she would never, because women are very similar in the way they have emotions. And even though we all deal with things differently, but I don't like when the women who are on the dates act like, oh, I would never act like that, I would never do that. Jazzy was straight up, and I like that. Yes, it shows that she cares about you, but me, I would never test my relationship like that, because when you do stuff like this, it opens the door for people to come in and for things to happen. And I liked their date. It was really cool. And she's a cool person. She gives cool vibes. And she's a radio personality, which explains like her being open and her personality. So I like their date. Let me tell y'all something. You do not get into a relationship. You do not get in a relationship with somebody who has a kid that has a kid, then feel like you can decide that person cannot be in their kid's life. It is really, do you have a kid? Yes, I do. Okay, now you as a person without a kid get to decide, do I want to continue pursuing this relationship with this person, knowing they have a kid, and keep my ass out their goddamn business and just be supportive? Or B, do I want to walk away because I ain't got time for this? Shay has the nerve to say that. She's not comfortable with there being another person in the house. She's not comfortable for his son to move. And let me tell you something. This turned me off from Shay, because we all choose our paths. We meet people, we have a vibe, I like you. Before it gets serious and I start saying the L word to you, let's see. You got a kid. The kid lives with their mama. Cool. But there's going to be a point where that man is going to feel the need to step up in his child's life and take care of his son. And the fact that this man wants his son to come live with him while he's in high school, and you're telling us in the confessional you don't like that. I think Shay thinks that Michael's going to pick her over his son. I really do. Because you want to marry Michael. You want to be with Michael, but you don't want to accept Michael's son living in a house. I should have known, because I already felt like, why would she ask Michael, do you think your son liked me, or what do you think he thought about me? I didn't like that when she said that. That was a foreshadowing of what was about to be said after that. So in the summers, she's okay with that, but she's like, oh, but him being here permanently, oh, I don't know about that. But she not telling him that. She telling us that. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Being the reason that a father's not there for his child, or trying to stand in the way of a father being there for his child, is disgusting. As a woman. And she said towards the end of the episode, which I'm jumping, but in a preview for next episode, she says, I'm not a mom, so I don't understand the love of a parent to a child. Okay. Even if you don't understand the love of a parent to a child, you have to have common sense. I didn't see that part. She tries to be like supportive, like, oh, he's 6'2", you should get him in basketball, football. And Michael says something along the lines of, oh, but he's not really, I'm trying to get him to that. And she said, oh, well, he has no choice. Pause. Ho. They get to choose whatever they want to do. And she said that keeps kids out of trouble. What you trying to say? His son is a troubled child? Sure. It keeps kids out of trouble. I wasn't no after school activities. I didn't get into no trouble. My brother's not in any after school activities. He didn't get in trouble. He's grown now and he's hanging around with his little friends and he smokes a little, thing. And goes and they have parties, but he's not anything that's crazy. He's a little crazy. But that boy has a choice. Kids have a choice of what they want to do. And if a kid doesn't want to play sports because they are not passionate about it, you cannot force them to play no sports. Because they might want to be a chemist. They might want to be a scientist. They might want to be in news or politics or something else rather than sports. Not every black boy wants to be a football player or a basketball player. And with the fact that football players have concussions and things like that from the impact of the hit, the fact that basketball players can tear their ACL, all these injuries they get from playing these sports, we couldn't really go out that much, and we had a third person at dinner with us. Does she not give y'all Kandi vibes? I'm not saying the way she's acting is how Kandi acts, no. But y'all know how Kandi is. She gives me Kandi vibes. I really feel like Shay is probably a cousin, either close or distant cousin of Kandi, because she so gives me Kandi vibes. So, also, would you rather not have a man who has a middle school age child rather than a baby child? Guys, if he is coming to live with his father to do high school, wouldn't that be a good thing that he's already grown? You don't have to take him anywhere. You don't have to do much. All you gotta do is, hey, how are you? Did you do your homework? How you doing? I made some dinner. If you want it, you can have it. If you don't, you can call your dad and tell him to get you something else. You don't have to bathe nobody. You don't have to do nothing. You just gotta be there. Hey, if you need anything, I'm right here. Let me know. Do you need any help with your homework? He's a grown baby. You don't gotta do much. He probably gonna take the bus. His dad probably gonna drop him off to school. You don't have to really be a parent because he's already grown. And the fact that he's gonna be probably living with his father permanently means he's probably gonna go summers to his mother's house. And we don't even know if this is something permanent or if he's just saying this as something he wants to do but hasn't spoke to the mother. It was Jen Good with Passionate. Okay. So, Passionate's dress, I don't know where she thought she was going with her dress. It was really cool. Hollywood's a fool. He is a fool, you guys. I can't believe how foolish Hollywood is. Passionate is also like, she matches up with his vibe. And I feel like Passionate is also a resemblance of Ashley, also of how cool they are and how goofy they are. So I feel like Hollywood and Passionate's vibe is the same as Hollywood and Ashley's vibe. Very cool with one another, very comfortable, jokey. And, but when he said, oh, whoever wins gets to pick the second day, Hollywood, why you did that? Hollywood. Ugh, can't stand him. But yeah, I like their date also. These dates this week was really cool. But Hollywood and Passionate Date was really cool. KKK. Michael and Whitney go out on the date to the hookah bar. Before Michael left, Shay wanted him to change his shirt. I don't remember why she wanted him to change his shirt, but Shay wanted Michael to change his shirt. So Whitney comes. Whitney got a little crop top on with her little black jeans, but she looks good. Whitney and Michael's date was at the hookah bar. They were doing hookah and drinking. And they had a good vibe. They were enjoying each other's company. Michael's really feeling Whitney on this first date, which is crazy. She gives off that, okay, whatever vibe. I don't know. Something about her vibe it's a little off, just a little bit. All right, so I found the notes, and let's finish off episode 4. Okay, so the thing I put is Tamika is a crybaby. How old is she? How old is Tamika and how old is Vince? Because Tamika was very much so in her feelings, and I know they've only been together for 2 years. And the whole situation happened. Vince is saying that she allowed herself to be open for the other woman from the beginning to be able to tell her all the business. And when she was in the confessional, she said that she feels like she's the only one working hard at this. And she also said that she doesn't have to be there. Well, if you don't have to be there, Tamika, why are you? Why are you there? If you feel some type of way, let me tell y'all something. Follow your gut. If you don't feel happy, leave. If you feel like this is something that's going to affect you in the long run, then leave. Like, why are you here crying like a baby, saying that, oh, he blames you and whatever and whatnot? Like, women just put up with everything, and men put up with nothing. The boys meet up. Yeah, I should put this over here because I don't. Okay. The boys meet up and talk about their dates. And everyone enjoyed their dates, but Mike boy sound like he in love. I think Mike is lusting after... I'm pretty sure Mike is lusting after the girl that he went on a date with. It's just so crazy how, like, after the date, when he's with the boys, the way Mike talks is like he's, like, feeling her really hard. Really, really strongly. And he's really lusting after that girl. And it's crazy. I don't know if it's her dimples that has him going foo-foo, but Mike really like that girl. They talk about threesomes, and Hollywood never had a threesome, and he wants to. And he said, I actually told him, you know, I could straighten out one side, leave the other side curly, which is hilarious. But then he said he wants to have a threesome with a little person. That's kind of weird. He said you could pick them up, flip them around. I don't know about all that. That's kind of weird. But I do understand him wanting to do a threesome with 2 other people rather than with Ashley and another woman. Simply because you don't want to open that door and do it with your mate. And then it causes issues in the future. Because anything that's fun right now, like how many times have we done something for fun with our partner and then a couple of months, a year down the road, we think about it and we're like, I shouldn't have done that. Well, why did I do that? So I think it's a good idea for him to say that. You either do it with 2 different people, one of them being a little person, then doing it with Ashley. Because if he includes Ashley, it's just going to cause drama in their relationship. So then, all right, everybody goes back to meet with Dr. Nicole. Let me put this in my lab. Okay, so Tamika and Vince, no. Ashley and Hollywood go first. Ashley and Hollywood enjoyed their dates. Hollywood said he just wants to see Ashley happy and for her to make the right decision. And Dr. Nicole says she sees an improvement with them and she's actually proud of them. He just wants to give her room and space to be sure that this is something that she wants to do. And because they had that conversation in the car and where he said, we'll just do what we do and then I won't stress you out no more, I guess that kind of gave them a little bit of a clearer leeway to handle their relationship. Let me hurry up because I can hear my daughter. Okay, Tamika and Vince. Tamika's date was trash. He was corny. He made a comment about her little elephant charm on her necklace. He was horrible. She said it wasn't him. It was because she was thinking about Vince. Girl, stop lying. That man was corny. Vince enjoyed his date also. Can I remember anything about Vince's date? Vince had the date. No, Michael had the date with the crop top. Did Vince have the date with the girl that was the radio, like Jazzy? Yeah, I think he had a date with Jazzy. So his date was really cool. And they both enjoyed their dates. Well, I don't know how, what's her name enjoyed her date because he was trash and corny. Shay, I think Shay was trying to make Mike jealous, very much so. But little did she know, she wasn't doing that. She thought she was being all cute, trying to make him jealous. But baby, you was not ready for what Michael was about to say, because Michael enjoyed his date with pleasure. He loved that date. He exchanged numbers with his date. They texted each other after the date. And you thought you were doing something when he was like, oh, here's Kim. And he had a good conversation. And she thought, I got you. He said, not so fast. I really enjoyed my date more than you even enjoyed yours, because we exchanged numbers. And then Michael said that, he said he was too busy to go on a date. So they're about to go on a date without the process, on their own. He said he was just trying to, what's the name of the episode again? He was being open to the process. Oh, yeah? Okay, Michael. Okay. So, for the second dates, we didn't get to hear Michael's answer. He was the last person, and we didn't hear his answer. But we do know already that he exchanged numbers with, I can't remember the name of his date, but they exchanged numbers. So, Shay said no. Ashley said no because there's no spark. Hollywood said no, and I said I don't know what he's saying, because he was rambling. I had no idea what Hollywood was trying to say. It sounded like a bunch of mushy mush mush, like a bunch of Tamika said no, and Vincent also said no. So everybody said no, and we're just left to find out what Michael's gonna say, which is kind of crazy. Final thoughts. Dr. Nicole said to honor your feelings, because Shay was saying something along the lines of she would be devastated because he's the love of her life. Girl, bye. You full of doo-doo. Do. Talk about that man's the love of your life, but you don't want to have nothing to do with his son. So she said honor your feelings. Think about yourself. If he's not wanting to do something for you, somebody else will be willing to do it. Yeah, Dr. Nicole, you right, whatever, but when you've been with somebody for a long time, giving up and leaving seems so irrational. She wanted them to approach their dates as their true self. And Hollywood and Shay stated that going on new dates is like a fresh, clean slate. And Hollywood was saying, you haven't hurt this person, there's no baggage, and it's a clean start. And he said something along the lines of, which I can understand, is like walking away because like you messed it up, you effed it up. Like, it's just let it go and let me start afresh with somebody new that I haven't hurt them, they haven't hurt me. And Dr. Nicole said, if you dispose of everything that's broken, you'll never have anything. We will hurt each other, but we have to correct it and create something new. So it's basically like you get into argument with your partner, but you guys have to correct to see what made you guys have the argument, fix it, and then it creates a new boundary and it creates a new fresh slate because you guys have now discovered something that happened. You corrected it. Now you can move on and know that that's something that you guys, how you feel about that thing that happened. So Vince started crying because he misses Tamika calling him daddy. How does Tamara say it? Daddy, 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 daddy. So I think that's kind of weird, and I think they need to look deeper into that, because why are you feeling some type of way because your girl don't call you daddy? And then Tamika starts crying. I'm getting sick of them crying, and Tamika has one more time to cry before I cut them out of my reviews. They're probably not even that interesting anyways, because I'm sick of crying. Okay, so on the next episode, I put Ashley is real flirtatious. On all of her dates, look at this messed up ass crochet. On all of her dates, Ashley is really flirtatious. She's open and she's having a good time. So I just feel like Ashley is just flirtatious, period. And Shay about to lose her man because she about to say it's a deal breaker if your son comes and live with us. He said, well, I guess we gotta break up. We gonna break up because you ain't gonna tell me my child can come live with us. Who is you? That's my blood. That's my nutsack. You just a female. I'm putting my nutsack in. Can't throw them in there. So that was it. That's my review, you guys. For Put a Ring on It, episode 4. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I thank you guys for the views because I'm getting there slowly but surely. I thank you. Much love to you and God bless. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to show it some love. And until next time, you guys stay safe. Thank you.